as you're coming into reunion with your twin flame, whether you're just feeling their energy or you've been unblocked or you're actually in contact with this person, you might find that you will suddenly push this connection away. Fear and panic comes up, and then you'll start asking yourself, like, why are they doing this? Can I really do this? Am I good enough for this? Whatever it is, all of these things start to surface, and then you find yourself pushing the connection away instead. If this isn't you, then this video isn't for you, and I certainly don't want to manifest this in your connection. But if this is you, stay tuned, because you're going to discover what's really happening while you're coming into reunion with your twin flame partner. Hi, my name is Isheen Orcel, and I help twin flames heal from the pain within their connection, experience reunion, and stay there. All right, and so, there is this belief that reunion is just this beautiful unfolding thing that takes place, and if it doesn't show up like that, then therefore it's not happening, right? So I certainly thought it was easy peasy. A lot of you know my story, so I'm not going to repeat it here. And I was in for a surprise because I, didn't know what was happening at that time. And this is the reason why I create these videos, because I definitely want you guys to understand it. When you're coming to reunion with your twin flame, it becomes super important that you detach yourself from the ego. And this is something that you can't just talk yourself into. You really have to take a look at what the ego is teaching you. This is stuff that you haven't heard, because you know that you have to stay out of ego and be in soul and so forth. But then reunion is happening and all these thoughts are coming out, and you find that you're saying so many things that really don't align with what your soul is telling you. And it seems to be uncontrollable. And then you just want to give up altogether, right? It's because you can't really ignore your ego. You actually have to heal what is showing you so that the ego does not take control. So what happens while you are coming into reunion, this connection is going to bring out your deepest fears, worries, concerns, and so forth. This does not happen to only you. It happens with your twin flame. Obviously, the two of you share one soul, so this is going to occur within them as well. They mirror the stuff that's going on inside of you. Now, the typical thing is to look at this person and say, why are they thinking this way, feeling this way, acting this way, and putting a whole lot on them. It's about them. Believe me, it's a hard concept to grasp that this person is a mirror of you, and it's not just them. It's been this way. I want you to know the mirror is not just with them. Like, your connections are showing you things within yourself. So these fears are surfacing and they feel scary. They're not light fears like, oh, I'm just have a little bit of fear. No, like they overtake your mind. They cause you to feel worried, anxious, whatever the case is. Okay. And it's easy to be like, oh no, I'm not doing this. I'm just going to consider dating someone else. I'm going to go other places. This is too much for me. This person's a jerk. And they're all this kind of stuff, right? Don't go there. Don't go there. This connection does this. Okay. Your twin flame connection does this. This is a part of coming into reunion. And I share this with you because you're not going to hear this from many different places and that kind of stuff. I'm here to share the truth with you about what's really happening so that you don't assume that everything is unicorn and roses and it's supposed to unfold that way. And you might be like, of course, Isheen, I'm not thinking that it is. When the ego gets stirred up, when the fear comes up, during that time, you're not going to remember what Isheen said. Or anyone else. Those are not going to play out in your mind. You're going to be like, what is this? And who is this person? I've had enough. Or whatever stories the ego wants to tell you. I want you to know that this is a normal experience. And to not throw things away and begin to look within yourself. And also to experience that unconditional love for yourself and your twin flame. Because both of you are going through these internal changes and so forth. Okay, it's not one-sided. And so when you look at your twin, you're like, why are they saying these things? Why are they doing these things? And all of that stuff. Just understand that this connection isn't easy on this person either. And the two of you feel this connection. You feel pulled in each other's direction, but there are fears and wounds and trauma, whatever it is you want to call blocks, that are still within yourselves, making it hard for you to see reunion as a possibility. Understand that this is a connection that's like no other connection. Okay? It's like no other connection. And it's going to pull from you your deepest wounds and fears and worries. Release the idea that this is about the other person, or this is about coming into a relationship. You're getting your twin flame, and how do I get this person? Let go of all of that and really begin to look at what this connection is showing you inside of yourself. You know, detach from that person's physical self, because it's not going to help you. What you're seeing your twin flame doing, thinking, saying, none of that is going to help you in any kind of way. Because just as much as the ego gets to you, the ego gets to this person as well. But your inner knowing tells you the truth and offers you with guidance and direction for connecting with yourself and for experiencing this connection. But you first got to get past what the ego is telling you and the destruction that the ego is trying to create, and really get to know it. Don't just push it away, because once you push away any of your fears, your worries, your doubts, they show up again because they exist inside of you. They are coming up to be released. So you might call this like a block or something. Call it whatever you want to call it. It's coming up to be released. Take a look at that. Really heal it. Because in order to have that harmonious reunion that you dream about having, the fears can't really be there. Peace and harmony and love doesn't go together with fear. Okay? So I share this with you so that you understand what is happening, and don't run away from your connection and push it away and so forth, but really begin to view this as a connection with yourself, as a mirror of the changes that are taking place inside of yourself. Let go of whatever you see that your twin flame is doing. Just let it go and move more inward so that you're healing whatever is popping up in this connection. Now, if it's the case that you feel like, no, it's not me, it's them, or whatever, you're really in that mindset that it's them because it feels like they are separated from you, then hold space for their healing. Have understanding for their healing. Healing is not easy. This connection is not easy. The intensity of it can cause people to do things they normally wouldn't do. And granted, I'm not talking about any type of abuse or disrespect and that kind of stuff. I'm not saying to take any of that, but to view this connection from a higher level perspective. Whatever your soul is letting you know that's happening, that background information that you are receiving and so forth, you can trust that. All right, so thanks for watching this video. If this resonates, please like it, share it to whoever needs to hear this message, and subscribe if you haven't. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.